This video lecture is about Muhammad Yunus, a Nobel Peace Prize winner for his contribution for the upliftment of poor people in Bangladesh. Muhammad Yunus, born in 1940, he is a Bangladeshi banker, author, and economist whose focus on microcredit and microfinance concept led him being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2006 for his efforts to create economic and social development from below. Time magazine has listed Yunus as one of the top 12 business leaders in their segment on 60 years of Asian heroes. The Wharton School of Business chose Yunus as one of the 25 most influential business persons of the past 25 years. Muhammad Yunus is also the founder of Grameen Bank, a Nobel Prize winning organization. Muhammad Yunus was born on 28th June 1940 in the village of Batua in Hatazari in the area of Chittagong. Chittagong is a place. At that time, it was under British rule. His father was a jeweler and family was able to live with ease and comfort. After the first 4 years of Yunus's life, the family moved to Chittagong, a place in Bangladesh. The family was in trouble as his mother was afflicted with psychological illness. His mother was his role model. She helped everyone who knocked their door. Yunus developed interest in Boy Scouts, traveled to Canada in 1955 to attend a jamboree. He performed well in school, securing the 16th position among 39,000 students in Pakistan. At that time, Bangladesh was part of Pakistan. After high school, Yunus studied at Dhaka University, received a BA degree in 1960 and an MA degree in 1961. His first job was as a research assistant before he became a lecturer in economics at Chittagong College. In 1965, he received a Fulbright scholarship to study economics at Vanderbilt University. He completed his PhD in economics and remained in US as an assistant professor of economics at the Middle Tennessee State University for 3 years from 1969 to 1972. In 1971, India and Pakistan were engaged in Bangladesh Liberation War. It was 9-month war that saw the secession of East Pakistan, which became later Bangladesh. At that time, Yunus was in US. He set up the Bangladeshi Information Center with other Bangladeshis in the US. The idea behind the center was to raise support for the liberation. After the war, Yunus returned to Bangladesh and joined Chittagong University as head of the economics department. While working in the department, he got the idea of helping millions of poverty stricken people and would lead eventually awarded him the Nobel Peace Prize. In 1974, Bangladesh suffered from a famine. The massive flooding resulted in a dip in Bangladesh population. Bangladesh received no relief and no aid from other countries. People from rural areas suffered from starvation as the floods devastated food crops. The US did not commit to food aid at that time because of Bangladesh's Bangladesh's policy of exporting jute to Cuba, a country the US was politically in stalemate with. So, stalemate means a situation in which neither group involved in an argument can win or get advantage and no action can be taken. So, we know that Cuba and US, United States of America, they developed antagonism, but neither of them fought war, but they were in opposition to each other. Yunus was profoundly affected by the famine in Bangladesh. He remembered his mother's actions, opening the door to help anyone who came knocking, and began to be actively involved in poverty reduction. He established a rural economic program as a research project so that he could get a feel for the scope of the damage caused by the famine. He began putting forward several proposals to help the rural areas of Bangladesh. Uh, and this is invention, we can say, of Muhammad Yunus, microfinance and microcredit. So, what is microfinance and microcredit? Microfinance is a category of financial services targeting individuals and small businesses who lack access to conventional banking and related services. Microfinance includes microcredit, the provision of small loans to poor clients, savings and checking accounts, micro microassurance, and payment systems, among other services. So, microcredit and microfinance is actually, meant for the poor people who could not get financial aid from the banks, traditional banks particularly, because they need someone as security. They need security for their amount which they give as loan. As poor people don't have any security, therefore the traditional banks don't allow them to have loan facility. Therefore, Muhammad Yunus thought over it and developed microfinance and microcredit to help the poor people by giving them loan on very low interest. So, in 1976, as a part of his research, Yunus visited the poorest households in a village near Chittagong. He interviewed a woman who was making bamboo stools and learned that she was being charged exorbitant rates for her loans and thus was barely making profit. He realized the potential for recovery then and there, and in an exhibition of practical economics, loaned the equivalent of 27 US dollars to 42 women in the village. It was beginning, and it was the first loan. With more advantageous rates, these women were able to raise their profits and manage better than before. Without these new rates, the woman could likely been stuck in a rut for the rest of their lives. Yunus did the math and realized that on a smaller scale, microfinance and microcredit could really help Bangladesh's struggle with poverty. Then he moved on and then established a Grameen Bank. Yunus knew that the first problem he faced with this solution was that traditional banks would not be interested in loans of small value at reasonable interest rates, especially to the poor, where the risk of missing repayment would be high. Yunus believed that given the chance, microcredit would be a viable business model. What was needed for that chance was an institution to lend to those who had nothing. He applied for a loan from the government Janta Bank so that he could set up this institution. By the end of 1976, he received the loan and set to work. The institution he put into effect the microcredit model that Yunus had proposed and began taking loans from other banks to continue operating. It succeeded. By 1982, the institution had expanded to 28,000 members and in 1983 confirmed its status as a full fledged bank and was renamed Grameen Bank, that is, Village Bank. In this way, Grameen Bank came into existence. Yunus has faced many difficulties in this program to uplift the poor people. Grameen Bank initially faced many problems. Radical leftists threatened Yunus and his colleagues. Conservative clergy cautioned women from borrowing money from the bank. Despite these setbacks, the bank continued to grow, and by the 1990s, the bank had started to diversify, focusing on irrigation schemes, equity projects, and even telecommunications. Grameen Phone became the biggest private sector company in Bangladesh, supplying over a quarter of a million phones to the poor across 50,000 villages. By 2007, Grameen Bank had issued over $6 million to more than 7 million borrowers. Repayment of loans was ensured through solidarity groups, where a small group would apply together for a loan and the members within the groups would support one another to ensure repayment of the loan and economic self advancement. Such a system helped major portions of Bangladesh pull themselves out from under the heavy weight of poverty. It is interesting to note that nearly 95% of Grameen loans were given to women. The reason behind this was that Bangladeshi women were more likely to devote their earnings to their family, unlike the men. Grameen Bank was employing a model that they hoped would do two things: alleviate poverty and empower women. And then in 1990s, Yunus took on more responsibilities. He became a member of the International Advisory Group for the Fourth World Conference on Women, a post to which he was appointed by the UN Secretary General. He also served on the Global Commission on Women's Health, the Advisory Council for Sustainable Economic Development, and the UN Expert Group on Women and Finance. It comes as no surprise that, in addition to the Nobel Prize, Yunus has also been the recipient of several honors and awards. He is one of 7 people to have ever been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian award in the US, and the Congressional Gold Medal bestowed by the United States of Congress. Such a person, Muhammad Yunus is. Former President Bill Clinton was an ardent supporter of Yunus and firmly believed that Yunus deserved the Nobel Peace Prize. Yunus's and Grameen's methods and practices are now applied in projects in over 60 countries. The project, which is started by Muhammad Yunus, is implemented in 60 countries. Imagine the success of Muhammad Yunus and his idea of lifting the poor people from poverty, and including the US and Europe. It is clear that he has had marked impact on Bangladesh's and the world's history. So Muhammad Yunus is a great economist, a great person, and he has developed the system to develop poor and needy people. In India, particularly, Bachat Gut is based on the same system of microcredit and microfinance. Here I stop. Thank you for listening to the video.